Welcome to the ultimate destination for all things entertainment. Get ready for exclusive access to the hottest movies, shows, music, and everything in between. From blockbuster premieres to behind-the-scenes action.
George Lowe, voice actor known and beloved for his irreverent space ghost, dies at 67. George Lowe, the voice actor best known for the long-running cult favorite Cartoon Network and Adult Swim series Space Ghost Coast to Coast, died Sunday at age 67. A representative confirmed Tuesday. The representative said a statement from the family would be forthcoming. No cause of death was given, though friend and radio host Marvelous Marvin Boone wrote Tuesday on social media that Lowe had died after a long illness. "I'm beyond devastated," he said on Facebook. "My Zobanian brother and best friend for over 40 years, George Lowe, has passed away after a long illness. A part of me had also died. He was a supremely talented artist and voice actor, a true warm-hearted genius. Funniest man on earth, too. I've stolen jokes from him for decades. He stole some of mine. He was also the voice of Space Ghost and so much more. Casper Kelly, the writer, producer, director behind Adult Swims. Your pretty face is going to hell," remembered Lowe on X, writing, "Wonderfully kind and funny man. Brilliant improviser, art collector, raconteur. Space Ghost was genius and helped usher in a new wave of oddball TV. White walls and a stairwell covered in graffiti and drawings." Television voiceover actor Billy West said Tuesday on X that Lowe was mighty and one of the best VOs ever. Very generous of spirit and very kind and funny. He will be missed. "My heart is broken. George Lowe was one of the funniest people I've ever known and one of the nicest people to ever exist. You will be missed more than you know, my friend. R.I.P. Tim Frazier, an executive producer at iHeartRadio subsidiary Premier Networks, said Tuesday on Facebook, "Incredibly heartbroken to learn that longtime broadcasting buddy George Lowe, official, has passed away," radio host and voiceover artist Roy Hersey said. Also on Facebook, "One of the most creative and funniest people I've ever known. We worked together at Power 99 in Atlanta before he became the voice of hashtag Space Ghost Coast to Coast on the Cartoon Network. I visited with him just recently at his home in Lakeland, Florida. So glad I got to see him one last time. If there's a heaven, he's got him in stitches." Lowe was born November 10th, 1957, in Dunedin, Florida, and worked in radio before moving to voice acting in the 1990s. He was also a visual artist and art collector, according to the American Visionary Art Museum, ultimately amassing hundreds of works, including pop art prints by Andy Warhol, Claes Oldenburg, and others. Space Ghost, who originated in the 1960s on CBS, courtesy of Hanna-Barbera Productions, evolved in the 1990s from a serious fighter of outer space supervillains into an irreverent talk show host on a show that mixed animation and live action. Space Ghost Coast to Coast was billed as a first late-night show to feature a cartoon superhero as its host, and during its run from 1994 to 1999 and off and on until 2012, it welcomed guests including Bjork, Adam Carolla, Conan O'Brien, Bob Costas, and Michael Stipe of REM, to name a few. The guests were filmed live and inserted into the animated show. On the premiere, Diet Guru Susan Powder, comic Kevin Meaney, and the Bee Gees were Space Ghost guests, accompanied by his TV band, led by former archenemies Moulter and Zorak.